a country decided that they're going to do a collective punishing of every member of the Palestinian community in Gaza, 2.2 million people right now. And they began by saying, we're not going to give you water. We're not going to give you food. We're not going to give you electricity. And they said, you can't even leave. Over 6,000 bombs have hit Gaza and many more. And yet today, the count has overreached. Over 1,000 children have been killed in Gaza today. And the world is asking a tough question. What is wrong with America? That's the question they're asking. Why does the President of the United States have inability to call for a ceasefire? Why can't President Biden see the humanity in Palestinian children? Why can't that? And we have something to do about that. Every single one of us needs to speak on the loudest possible opportunity to call President Biden, but most importantly, to call our neighbors who are silent right now. Many of our neighbors are silent. Many of our neighbors don't know what to say, but they see every single thing that is happening today. You cannot turn away from the TV and not know exactly what is happening in Gaza. You cannot turn away from the TV and realize that 2 million people right now have not had food or water for 12 days. 12 days. 12 days. 12 days. And we do not have the moral courage to call for a ceasefire. Shame on America. 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 Shame on everybody who's silent. Shame on everybody who's silent. Shame on everybody who's silent. America talks about democracy, talks about bringing democracy to the rest of the world. We are seeing signs of hypocrisy in this moment. How can you declare and call Putin a war crime and not call Netanyahu a war criminal? Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on your hypocrisy. Shame on your hypocrisy. But I'm going to tell you something. All it takes is a committed people in this country. We have seen the history of this nation through slavery, through the genocide of Native Americans, that if people come together, just like we are today, and say no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, not while we're alive, not while we're breathing, not while we can speak up, no more, 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 no more. If we come together like we are here today, they will have to see us, they will have to hear from us, and we will not be quiet until Palestine is free. But right now, we will not be quiet until there's a ceasefire, until the Palestinian child has the same right as any other child in the world. And for America to not let that, not go for that, is a shame to me. I'm going to tell you something. Tomorrow we're going to do something that has not been done yet for this cause. For the first time, we are going to protest at every single congressional office in the state of Minnesota for all the federal offices. Senator Klobuchar, Senator Tina Smith, and the entire House. We're going to protest tomorrow, and we're going to show the rest of America that here in Minnesota, we're going to start the campaign to call for a ceasefire by any means necessary. So here's what I'm going to ask you. If you've done the text that I just told you, share with others. There are going to be 10 sites from Rochester to Wilmer to Chaska to Minnetonka to Minneapolis to St. Paul and to the other suburbs where some of these offices are at. We need everyone. We need to show up, and we need to let know every single member of Congress who represents us. The Minnesotans have spoken. We call for ceasefire now. Now. When do we call for ceasefire? Now. When do we want ceasefire? Now. When do we want it? Now. Tomorrow. Now. Tomorrow. Now. 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 And for the members of this House, we sent them an email earlier this week on the House and the Senate. And many of them have responded to say they will not call for ceasefire. Members of this House. 1,000 dead Palestinian children are not enough for these people. Shame on them.
Shame.
Shame on them.
Shame.
Shame on them.
Shame.
Shame on them.
Shame.
We will have to root the hypocrisy out of this country, even if it takes all of us. We will root out that hypocrisy. A Ukrainian child is the same as a Palestinian child.
Amen.
We will make sure we speak loud
Amen.
for all children of the world when they are facing rockets from the sky. It is one of the most saddest things when a child has to glare at the sky the entire day because he does not know if something is falling down from there. We have seen children crying for their mothers under the rubble. What is the inhumane in us that we as a country cannot call for ceasefire? This moment will define this nation, but we, the loudest people here today, will be heard from, and we will demand justice for the Palestinian children and for Palestine. We will do it. We will speak up. And we will call for justice. Say it with me. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free,